Yo, what's happening? What's going on? Listen. Black people are waiting for someone to come and save them. That's real talk. Whether it's Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Haile Selassie, the list goes on. That's real talk. Black people are waiting for someone to come and save them. And it's crazy. Because oftentimes, when thinking with that dependent mind, you're going to always lose. Because I can tell you at the end of the day, whoever you believe in, I could go as far as dealing with, ancestry worship. Whoever you believe in, whatever you believe in, they're not coming to save you. They're not. I hate quoting Bible scriptures, but I know most of you all are, well, not most of you, but some of you all are religious. What did it say in the Bible? God bless the child that has his own. That means that you got to take care of your house. You got to be responsible for self. You think someone's going to come and save you from police brutality, redlining, racism, the black on black crimes, genetically modified food? The list goes on. You think someone's going to come down and save you? Real talk. Because I can tell you, that's someone that you're dependent on, or someone's plural. Some of you all believe in Anunnakis, Elohim, plural, Elohim. Those some ones that you believe that's coming to save you, that's going to take you away, that's going to take you to heaven, to a better place. I truly believe that they're logical thinkers. And they're saying in their minds, well, what are the blacks doing down there to stop from these atrocious things that are happening to them? And when they look down and they see, oh man, blacks don't give a shit. They ain't doing nothing about their situation. So why would I put myself, or why would I involve myself or intervene into something that they're not trying to stop? And don't you think we've had enough help as it is? I know some of you all may not think that Malcolm X, people like Malcolm X, Dr. Martin Luther King, Marcus Garvey, and the likes weren't prophets. I know some of you all think that they weren't prophets. Or they didn't come or was born to deliver a message to black people. I know some of you all don't, really take to the Black Panthers in their mission. But I do know that J. Edgar Hoover, along with the CIA and FBI, formed a program called COINTELPRO, counterintelligence program, and they created an operation specifically for the Black Panthers called the Black Messiah, where they murdered Fred Hampton. So whether you want to say God, Allah, your ancestors, the Anunnakis, Elohim, whoever you want to say, they sent you people to help you along the way. Ain't nobody coming to save us. I remember I used to believe in this cult called the Nubian Nation, but actually it was just, I would say, Dwight or Dr. York's cult. And he taught that the 144,000 will be picked up, right, by some ships. And we'll be brought up to this planet-sized ship called Nibiru. But these ships never came. They were supposed to come between the year 2003 and 2030. It never came. Well, at least I mean, for what I know. But I can tell you, if there are any ships, if you don't create one, make one, manifest one, guess what? They ain't coming to get you. And let's just be real. Let's just say that the Anunnakis or Allah or Jesus, Yeshua, Esau, whoever you want to call them, Muhammad, the Prophet Muhammad, whoever is coming down to get you, right? Most black people are so spooked out that are under the spell to the point where they'll look at, you know what I'm saying, these people coming from another planet, another galaxy, or what you may deem as heaven, as the enemy. That's real talk. So that's another thing that you got to look at. These prophets, these saviors, if they exist, Allah, God, if they exist, if they were to come down, they're like, I don't know about coming down, because guess what? Black people may shoot at us. Americans may shoot at us. They may shoot and try to harm us, so to speak. Because that's just how blinded we are. We're always waiting for someone to come and save us. And this is the reason why the churches are full every Sunday. This is the reason why you have mega churches. Because these preachers and pastors sell you blind faith and tell you that a person is going to come back that they never saw before, that they don't even have the time and the date. Let me tell you something. This is real spell. For real, this is my word. If I said I was coming to pick you up, right, and we were going to go shopping, right, you would want to know what time, what day, because guess what? You got shit you got to do. But you never go to your preacher or your pastor and ask him what time or what day is Jesus coming back. Because, like, if I know that, then I know what, I need the full description of him. If he's really the full description of what Revelation says in Revelation chapter 1, verse 14 through 15, then I know to look out for a black man. Don't give me that bullshit about something. It doesn't matter what color he is, because if a person splits out the sky and he's white and he's supposed to be black, then it's the wrong dude. So give me the full description of what he's going to look like and what time and what day he's going to come. Because see, in between him coming, right, I got to pick up my daughter. I got a few errands to run. And what is he going to come in? Because logically, based on Revelations, it's no way in the hell he can split the sky open and ride on horses down here. Because we have a thing called the Earth's atmosphere, different spheres. By the time he gets down here, he'll be burnt the fuck up. So is he going to come in a ship? I need to know. But these are the questions that we don't ask our preachers or pastors. We don't. And it's blasphemy. Seriously, it's blasphemy to a certain extent to ask them that. As well as the imams and you know what I'm saying, in the mosque. So the point that I'm trying to make overall is this, that if you can't save yourself, stop thinking that somebody, or believing that somebody's going to save you, when you don't even want to save yourself. We just keep on getting clunked over the head by the police and don't ever do shit. We're waiting on what? Here we go. Waiting on saviors in the form of what? Politicians to pass laws that's going to protect us. And they haven't done it as of yet. We're waiting for every year, every 4 years, we elect a Democratic president, waiting for him to make a difference in our community. And when he doesn't, guess what? We abandon ship and now we Trump supporters. Then once Trump become president, guess what? And he makes all of these promises prior to him becoming president. Then he becomes president. He don't do shit for black people. Then you crying again. Don't you understand or overstand that we are a dependent race? And that's the reason why our communities look like they look. Our grocery stores look like they look. Hell, I work out, no lie, I go to both of them are white establishments. Let's just get that straight. You know what I'm saying? But they're two different gyms. They're the same, they're under the same name, but they're two different gyms, right? One is on the black side, one is on the white side. Why is it that the black gym, the equipment sucks? They don't have no sauna, they don't have no steam room, they don't have any of the amenities that the white gym has. And like I said, they're both they run by the same company. It's just that one is over on the black side, one is over on the white side. So they're dealing with demographics. They're looking at who works out, who doesn't work out, and this and that and so forth. But in other words, what you're basically saying is that niggas don't work out and we don't have to put no money into that gym. But over here, on the white side of town, they got the sauna, the steam room, they got fucking state-of-the-art workout, state-of-the-art equipment. They just remodeled the whole shit like a year ago. But blacks will cry and be like, man, that ain't fair. That, you know, the white side of town got the best equipment and this and that and so forth. We ain't got this and that. Nigga, the reason why is because, of course, they're going to take care of their own. At the end of the day, why should they have to take care of you? Why? We talk about food deserts. Well, ain't no, I said it too in my videos. Man, Whole Foods don't be in the hood and this and that and so forth, and they don't want to do it. They don't want to give us fresh produce and this and that and so forth and blah, 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 blah. Why not do it yourself? Why do we continue to be dependent on other people? Listen to that. So we rely on Caucasians to feed us. Man, we should have never left the plantation. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. We should have never left the plantation. They should have continued to make slavery legal. We claim that this is a new generation and this is modernized times. We got all these gadgets and shit like that, and black people making this money and that money and this, that, and so forth. I heard Nelly say this shit, and hopefully he changed his tune when back in the days when he was coming out with you know, them damn ABC 123 rap songs. You know what I'm saying? Back when he was in his 20s, he was like, yo, I'm the first black millionaire and this, that. Yeah, bullshit. Black people are the brokest than they ever been. People in Black Wall Street, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, as well as Durham, North Carolina, Brooklyn and Charlotte have more money than we do because they own shit. We don't own shit. We quick to give up our shit for what we do own. When Big Mama dies and the house is passed down to us, we quick to sell that shit off. Not knowing that years later, we could have got triple the amount. Because years later, they gentrified the fucking area. And now they paying triple. Nah, we don't want to do that. We don't even want to fight for Big Mama's house. We talk about, I do it. I'm the one that does it too. We talk about how hip hop is dead and it ain't this and that. And guess what? We don't even own the culture that we created. So, hell yeah, these Caucasian CEOs and Caucasian people that run these record labels and shit like that, of course they gonna put out bullshit. Of course. And at the end of the day, let's just be real, man. Hip hop is ran out. It's ran down, run out. They have oversaturated the shit. Now it's time to move on to bigger and better things. Because this is what Caucasians do. See, I know y'all don't study them. I do, though. They did it with jazz. They did it with rock and roll. They used the shit out of it. They oversaturate it. They fuck it up. And then they move on to another culture that we create. So now they're like, you know what? And straight up, this is real talk. As far as dealing with music, fuck American music. The blacks ain't creating shit anymore. What we gonna do is gonna go over to Africa. Cause I'm a piano and Afrobeat is banging now. And they having festivals and these people are coming in by the drones. Now hip hop is dying out as far as record sales. But when you look at I'm a Piano, Afrobeat, reggaeton, oh, it's just slowly but surely climbing up. So let's start giving these Africans record deals and shit. Fuck these American people, these blacks. See, black people, they waiting on the savior, man. While me, I know that the only person that can save me is me. And if there is someone up there, whether it's Jesus, Allah, God, Buddha, Haile Selassie, and the list goes on, or plural, higher scientists, Elohim, Anunnaki, I know the only way that they're gonna help me is if I help myself. Just think about that. Just imagine these people that you talk about, right? That you go to your mosque and you pray and you worship it. You go to your churches and you pray, and your synagogues, Jehovah, you pray and you worship. Just imagine them looking down on us and they're observing us. Like the observer from What If, the Marvel comic books. Marvel, the What If series. They're observing us. And they're doing a report card on us. They're reporting on us. And they're like, okay, are they showing any type of resistance to racism? To police brutality? They do realize that these things are happening to them, but are they revolting? And the answer is no. So the question lies, why should we do anything if they're not doing anything? Nobody's coming to save you niggas, because you don't want to save yourself. Let's just flip the script. Real talk. Let's be earthly. Let's ground this shit. I'm pretty sure one of y'all, if not a couple of you all, have a family member that's strung out on drugs, whether reefer, marijuana, crack, pills these days. If that person that's strung out on drugs, if he decides today that he needed help and he showed you that he was serious about changing, wouldn't you help? Naturally so. But if it's a motherfucker that keep on coming around you talking about he want to change and he want to do this and he don't never do that shit, would you help him? No. That's the same way, at least I think, if these people that you believe in or worship, that's the same way I think that they think. Man, I ain't helping that motherfucker because he don't want to help himself. That plain and simple. If it's so horrible living in America, if we all understand the struggle, the black plight, the things the hurdles that we had to jump over, why are we not doing anything about it? And that's the reason why you'll never see me, excuse me, in these "we shall overcome" marches and shit. No justice, no peace. Man, shut the fuck up. That shit don't do anything. You'll never see me being a part of that. What is Black Lives Matter and all the rest of that shit. When we saw George Floyd on TV, black people should have done something. And I ain't talking about burning down anything. I'm talking about doing some real shit. But what did we do? Man, that ain't even right. And that was it. Even in the Bible, I can't quote no scripture. I don't remember the scriptures on that. But even in the Bible, Jesus, this person in the Bible, I don't believe him, but I'm saying we just going, for the sake of the conversation, we going based on the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Even in the Bible, when Jesus came in the church and these people were selling in the church and shit, he came in, getting busy. If I'm not mistaken, he's the one that said an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Like in reality, when you really read the Bible, Jesus was a thug. If you really, really read it. That turn the other cheek shit, that probably was some shit that Caucasoids threw in. Who the fuck do you know? Especially if you God's child. Who the fuck would you, you think that I would allow somebody to smack the shit out of me and then I turn the other side for them to smack the shit out of me on the other cheek? As the women would say, girl, bye. That's a punk. And mama or papa didn't raise no sissy. Your mother and your father taught you when you were young, if you were raised right, that if you let somebody put your hands on, if you allow someone for them to put their hands on you, I'ma beat you when you get home. So why are we allowing these non-blacks to kick our asses every day? And we were taught that. Ain't nobody come and save you until you wake up one motherfucking day and decide that you want to save your goddamn self.